And okay, let me okay. Uh Let me get my other stuff. Oops. Walang. Session. Session 4. Okay. Uh so Ivan, we have a challenge in the plant. Call this. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yun. So medyo mahina ka. Worried ko lang baka sa training.
Hello, sir. Hello, hello.
Ayun, yun. Okay. So there. That's good. We did an audio check. So the problem in sa plant is okay. So see what you call this. See varnishing area. So there's a varnishing area. Yung challenge namin is the modeling the varnishing area. Modeling the varnishing area. So familiar ka naman sa current setup ng you're familiar with the pictures of the layout naman.
Yes, sir.
So let me get it lang muna. Control K. What you call this? Control K. FreeCAD. Let me just. Okay, let me just get it lang. Anyway, the others are not yet here. What are the odds? Sana nag-confirm naman yung mga tiga National University. Yeah. So, let me show. Open. So the varnishing area, somebody dito yung varnishing area. Ayun. Varnishing album, varnishing area. So the problem is what you call this. So they're gonna sila Chris. I'm gonna coordinate you with Chris. So this is the top view of the booth. They're gonna Chris, wait, sorry. I'll look for the layout, the top view. Okay. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna push the booths. They're gonna probably tatanggalin mo na yung likod, di ba? Chris? Yung likod nito,
Sir?
yung booth. Kita ba?
Apo, kita po.
Okay, wait.
Sir, balikan kita doon sa pagtanggal ng boost sa likod. Hindi ko, i-confirm ko lang kay sir.
Sige. Sige. Drawing.new. Let's call this. Wala pa yung iba. Okay, well, we can pwede tayo sa Mobra kasi we're just using this for. So yun. So yung sanding section, si National University maggagawa ng designs, 'di ba? So this booth, which I think you saw the pictures naman. Yung gagawin is I think the the whole space is a hood naman, di ba? So they're going to transparent ko to para ano. I'll make it transparent and then I'll make it blue and make it a bit thicker para mas madali makita. So dito na lang nila move yung booth A against the wall. And then,
Yo.
hey Nico,
Hello.
ayun, I'm just showing like the changes lang. I-move nila ganito. So Chris will, when you get back from your vacation, we hope na Chris can communicate these changes and then we can have, actually, ideally my as-built and then may ano, di ba, may changes para makita yung change. Pero we can work backwards or forwards. Changes then as-built or as-built to changes. So ideally, as-built and changes, isasagad yung boost dito and then i-implement yung changes ni Kiriark. So ano na siya, hood na siya. Hood lang siya with a partition. Ano, tama ba, Chris? A partition that is what you call this? A modular partition na pwede itanggal as needed. So the partition is really meant for the partition is only when they're using different types of varnishes and they don't want cross contamination. Otherwise, it's the side or the wings of the booth are not necessary. Call this. Let me open another picture. Saan yung album? Saan si album? Album. Varnishing album. So share. Share lang. So yeah, these are the booths. So, it's a better picture of the booths. Ayun. Ay, hindi. This is sanding. Well, it's still the booth. I don't have a updated picture. Pa-update ko na lang. So I guess it's better just to see this one. This is actually the booths prior. Pero tapos na siya actually. Ayun, this is a better, I guess this is a better picture. Yeah. Zoom out. So, that's what happens. Okay. So see booth, the walls are gonna come. They're gonna remove the walls. They're gonna push it back. Since the design of Kiriark was, na-understand mo ba yung design ni Kiriark? Yung design changes ni Kiriark. So normally there's a filter here, and then the air is sucked. So it's gonna be a pleated filter. The analysis of Kiriark is that it should be on top, on the ceiling, the filter, facing down, and then there's a gap between the filter and, of course, the suction. That way, the varnish doesn't harden, or the resins don't harden so much as it's sucked in. Over there. So that's basically the changes. From before it was in a horizontal standing position. Now it's on the ceiling yung filter. So that's one of the changes. So parang when you get back, coordinate na lang with Chris related to having a FreeCAD model of this. Yung offline discussion natin. Is everybody here na? Yes, I'll follow up National U. Feeling ko National U, they might have classes during this time, but they didn't say anything. National University. Ano yan? Last week, si Kyle, no? Kyle. Uh, are you sorry available for today's training? We did not see any response to the event calendar. Uh, okay. So that was just it. I'll follow up. What's her name? Sila National University. Ivan, you can take over from here.
Okay, sir.
Uh, yeah. Yeah.
Hello. Okay. So, so last meeting, we discussed about assembling objects in FreeCAD with the use of the A2 plus workbench. Aside from that, we've also demonstrated how to add in an add-on in FreeCAD. So after that, we've also discussed uh, some a more specific detail of the technical drawing, especially the blow up detail, how do we put text, and we also showed how to create a section view. And lastly, we've also demonstrated how to perform linear arrays and path arrays. So in this session, I'll tackle a new topic in FreeCAD. So this includes how do we import an image and how do we scale it and how do we sketch from it. So this technique is kind of useful when we're dealing with like floor plans or any uh, objects that include a lot of details. Okay, so with that, let me open my FreeCAD first. So yeah, so the very first thing that we need to do in order for us to import an image is to go to the workbench selector and then select image. So usually I've mentioned that we're always dealing with part design, but this time we will be working under the image workbench. So we click the image workbench and then well we create new file first and then now we're in the image workbench. We need to select this icon. It says create image plane. So it creates a planar image with an empty space. So if we click this one, so now we can already select the file that we want to scale. So in this case, I'm going to be choosing the varnishing section and then we want it to be situated in the front. Okay. So now here's our so how do we scale it? Because so we need to scale it because the default size of this image is not the same with the actual dimension of the varnishing section. So technically we need to scale it so that we can achieve the real dimensions. So to do that, we just need to select this icon. So the icon beside the create image plane. So just select the scale image plane. Select the scale image plane and then it says here select first point. So here you can select you must select 2 points from your drawing. So in this case, I'm gonna be selecting the end-to-end points. So I'll make my first point as this. So I'll click this one. So it says here select second point. So I'm gonna be choosing this point, and then next select image plane and type distance. So of course we want our image plane to be this drawing. So I'm just gonna click any part of this image. So I'm gonna click here, and then we need to type our distance. So upon checking, this is 8,000 millimeters, and then this one is 10,000 millimeters. So the distance should be 18,000 millimeters. Okay. So let's check if this achieves the right dimension. So to do that, we need to transfer, again, we need to transfer from image workbench to the part design workbench because we need to sketch. So here in the part design workbench, so in sketching, we just need to click this uh, image, and then we create sketch. So we need to choose the XZ plane or the front plane, then we click OK. So to check if we scaled it properly, so we just need to sketch. So let me use a polyline, and I'm gonna sketch from the end to end point of this varnishing section. Let's say that one. So let's check if the dimensions are correct. So we can use the constraint horizontal distance, and then we can select this point. So yeah, so it's expected that since we're choosing 2 points in our image, so there's a chance of human error. So as I said earlier, the total dimension of these end-to-end points are 21 millimeters or 18 meters. But then here it says that it's said 17.98 meters. So we can just adjust this one to 18. So it's technically the same. So now, how do we sketch and pad this this varnishing section? So let me delete this sketch. Okay, so let's start again. So again, we need to click sketch and then choose the XZ plane. Click OK. Let's say we want this ducting part to be padded. So first, you just need to basically trace the drawing. So we can do that by just using polylines. Okay, so so we need to trim this one, and then let's say we press close, and then we can see our sketch here. So let's say we want to pad it, so we can adjust the length of the padding. Let's say to uh, this should be less than 1 meter. So let's say this is 700 millimeters. So after that, we can continue with our tracing. So to do that, we just need to select this first body, and then we can click sketch again. So as we discussed during the past few meetings, it's very important to use the external geometry because gives it gives us an avenue to connect two different objects. So we need to use external geometry, and then we select this one. So now we can trace the points of this part. So again, we just need to use the polyline. let's say we want to trace up to here. Okay. And then we also want this one. So after that, we need to, again, delete this line. And then, oh, I forgot, we also need to put a closing line here. So we click and then we pad it. So there are instances that it works like this. So we just need to press reverse. You just need to press reverse for you to see the padding. So if this is unchecked, so at first you'll not be able to see the padding. So in order to see it, just check this one, the reversed, and then adjust the padding to 700. So yeah, so the process is pretty much the same all throughout. So just make sure that in importing an image, so we go back there. So in the image, the very first thing is to go to create image plane. So in creating an image plane, so we import our image. So there are also instances where we want to see different views of this uh, image. So we can just repeat the process of uh, create image plane, and then we select the same file, but this time we want it to be situated on a different image plane. So I'm gonna be choosing the XY plane. So as you can see, um, ideally this should be done before you scale it. So let's repeat that process. So let's open a new FreeCAD. Okay, so again, we go to the image and then we create new. So create image plane, and then we select our file, varnishing. Originally, it's in the XZ plane. Okay, so let's say you want to see another view of this one. So just repeat the process. So click the create image plane and then choose the same file, but this time you can choose a different plane. So initially we've chosen XZ plane, so now we're gonna be choosing XY plane. So as you can see different views of this drawing. So this could be helpful, but it really depends on it really depends on the selecting of this one. So from my experience, I'm more comfortable working with just one plane. So yeah, so that's basically it for importing an image. So after we import an image, again, I repeat, we need to scale it. So using this one, we just need to click the icon beside the image plane. So this is the scale image plane. So in the scale image plane, we just need to identify any 2 points. Again, we just need to identify any 2 points in our drawing. Just make sure that you know its dimension. So in this case, I've chosen this end 2 points because there's a dimension of 8,000 and 10,000 here. So I just added the two. So just again, just identify this point and then select second point and then create image plane. So you can click anywhere here and then type distance. So again, this is 18,000 millimeters. So basically, that's it for this part. So is there anyone willing to try this process? So
Chris, kaya yan, no? Kaya ng computer mo yan. You can do it. I believe in
sir,
you.
send ko lang po yung send ko lang po yung Google Drive link ng mga
Yeah, that helps. Ayun. So there's the link.
Ay, sir, alin ba dito yung i-download ko? Yung, ano, yung previous na, ano,
sir, kahit yung
image,
varnishing siguro.
yung varnishing, ano. Okay. Okay. Ay, mali. Ay, mali. Sorry. Nakikita na po ba yung, ano, yung screen?
Yes. Here.
So, sir, ano nga, paano po yung start? Parang, ano,
Select image.
Image workbench. So yan. Yeah.
And then
and then,
yung click yung icon ng image plane arrow, the one in the middle. Yan, yung sa
oh, ito.
ano sir,
Ito ba?
left side sa pinakababa.
Ano dito? Ito.
The second one. And then choose the file. And then XZ plane.
XC. Okay.
Sir, then we need to scale it. So in scaling it, just press the icon image plane.
Sorry sir, hindi ko na-miss ko tong part na to kasi po kumuha ko po ako ng tubig eh.
Sige sir, yung icon na katabi nung the one with broken lines, yung katabi lang din nung kanina.
This one.
Yeah. Scale image plane. And then
So,
to see the command. Yeah.
and then identify 2 points. Any 2 points there.
ay shit.
Yari. Yeah. Actually, yung 400 ay hindi. Tama, yung 450 by 300 pwede na yan. You can use that. Just I assume the oh wait, no, that's the ano no. That's the other axis, that's the X. That's the Z axis pala no. Yung Z axis yung measurement. Z and X axis. Z and Y axis pala yun. Kailangan mo ng X axis measurement no.
So, sir, in
you know,
ano yung points
sir.
dito?
Okay, sir. Ano muna, again, click mo ulit yung scale image.
uh, scale image plane, and then
And then may lalabas sir, di ba? Lumabas select first point.
By
select
pop-up
first
window.
point.
Yeah. So after clicking your
And
first point, it click agad yung second point. And
okay.
then you can click any part of the plane,
Hmm.
then indicate the dimension.
So check mo lang yung nakasulat. You have to just show
Select
what's
image plane.
You can just click any part there sa image plane.
Type the distance. So, bale sir, ano yung ita-type na distance dito? Yung katulad ng kanina, yung 18,000?
Yeah, based on the drawing. It's an mm. Okay, so to check if it's correct, so we just need to transfer lang to part design workbench again. And then we sketch.
Hindi na tayo magbabody. Sketch na.
Yep.
Ah, create a body and
Yeah,
sketch.
straight sketch. Plane.
Select Z plane.
So from that you can sketch freely na. Like you can sketch like what we're doing in the past few meetings.
Nasaan nga ba yun? Ah, ayaw.
Yung external geometry, na-apply lang yan when there's already an object na napad or
Ah, okay, okay.
sketch.
So, ah, para ma-pad ito,
Sketch.
maglalagay ako ng lines.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically tracing lang. Tracing lang. So,
Basically, ganito lang po yung ginawa kanina na po.
yes, sir. Just make sure lang, sir, na they're all connected. And
Ah,
then,
okay.
and then, yung mga lines in between should be trimmed. Parang they would work as a one object.
Yung parang ganda.
Yeah. And then, lang itrim yung nasa loob.
Yan. Mali.
It doesn't have to be perfectly pretty for this demonstration. You just need to be able to make it connect.
Yan.
And then, sir, you can also trim yung two lines din sa big rectangle. So,
Eh,
just
dito.
use the trim command sa upper right. Yan, that one.
Ito.
Isa left, sir. Isa left.
Ito.
Ayaw mo kang X. Okay.
And then just click the line that you want to delete. Yan.
Yung mastering
Okay.
those commands.
Then, sir, you can try, oh, wait. Is it already?
Bale,
Oh. Okay, so I think you should also delete the small rectangle. Kasi parang it's a floating shape.
May small
ito.
rectangle.
This one, yung
Which one? Sorry.
in the middle, sir.
Yeah. Sige. Okay, touch that. Okay, left, then down. The dot down. That's an isolated
Ito,
triangle.
Yes.
Left triangle.
ito sir. Ito.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
So,
like a
bali sir,
floating ano eh. So
delete
that
tayo.
wouldn't work if we pad it.
Yeah. Di siya magiging butas.
Sir, ano, yung butas sir, like, ano na lang, other sketch parameters na lang. We can
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
pocket
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
so bali sir, ganito,
Ipapacket
ganito.
mo na lang siya. Okay, tama.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
And then,
and may,
pad.
may sobrang point yata sir sa baba.
Ito.
Ayun, yun.
Yeah.
So yung trim, gamitin yung si trim. Trim ba? Hindi, yung si trim para sa
And then sir, from that, you can pad it. What's it?
So now from Sketcher back to
So close first.
Postgres, yeah.
Closing sa right. Rightmost.
Yeah, yung combo view. Close mo yung dialogue. So you're back to
And then,
the body.
Go to model. Sa combo view. Pala.
Ayun. Tama.
and then, anong kapal yung ilalagay ko?
Anything, sir.
Walang binigay sa atin na vertical si Kiriak. Napansin ko. Wait, let me double check na yung binigay nilang design. Parang wala silang binigay na
Oh, shit.
wait lang. It's
For that, sir, you can always hide the plane. So just click the plane and space bar lang din. Same thing lang sa sa other objects.
Yan, let me get the Kiriak design. Okay.
And then,
Sir, go to combo view, then use under the model.
combo view.
Yeah.
Ito.
Yes,
And
and then yung object naka-hide yata yung object.
Oh, wait.
Or just double click it.
Ayun, walang measurements yung pinigay nila eh. You can only guess. Ano siya? Its height is the same as its length. Its x-axis is its y-axis is the same as its x-axis. Its z-axis.
Sir, you can right-click yung body. And then, meron dyan para hide or unhide.
Ito, hide item.
Para wala siya.
Space bar, di ba?
Just click spacebar. Click the body.
Yun, naka-hide na din.
Or sir,
What are you
just
trying to hide?
try to control Z na lang para bumalik siya. Yeah, from the sketch, you can pad it again. Okay. So, to continue, dito na tayo gamit ng external geometry.
External geometry.
Yeah, since meron na tayong object. Click the plane again.
Ito. Bakit tayo mag-external geometry?
Oh.
Wait, you're in Sketcher mode.
Yes, sir.
What's he supposed to do? He's supposed to pad it up to its full height, di ba? Tama ba? 10 mm lang naman yung height na binigay eh. Sige. Sige, go. What are we trying to achieve?
So,
Ano,
the
sir?
geometry.
Yung
Itong
external
geometry.
I think di yata siya na-close
Geometry.
kanina
Okay, punta ka sa tasks.
sa task.
No, tasks is there. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, go back to the select the right yung pad. Select si
Ah,
pad, then task.
ito po.
Ayun.
Click.
So,
And then, alam mo sir, click OK. And that should be automatic na.
okay.
Wala nang task.
Okay. Tapos ka na
Ayun.
dyan. You go back to the sa Sketcher ba
Picture
yung
tab.
yung external geometry?
Ah, yes sir. Under Sketcher.
Okay. So, balik ka sa model, sa combo view, model, subtask. Open. Sorry. Yun. You have to select the sketcher. So, you have to open up the dialogues. Yan, yan, yan.
Yung
Ayan, yan, yan.
Okay. So, yeah, now you can do external geometry.
Ah, sir, I think that should be ano muna. Yung sa padded version siya. Yung external geometry.
Sa padded version.
Yes sir.
So, close muna siya. And then sa pad.
Ah, sir, I think just click that one and click sketch. And then new
pad.
sketch.
Ano?
Just,
Press sketch.
Um,
Okay.
just click the surface, sir. Like surface of the
Ito?
object. And
Yeah.
then click sketch. Sketch. Yung
Ah.
may square and circle na symbol.
It's beside the return arrow. Yung okay, it's near the center of your toolbar.
Yan.
Yan.
Okay.
Ayun, yun.
Okay. And then sir, you can use na external geometry.
Ayun, yun si external geometry. So, it's to allow you to, pwede ka magpatong, pwede kang
Yes, sir.
Sir, you can just simply click na lang yung lines. Kasi automatic
and then,
na siyang
ano na yun?
mag-garner ng points.
Automatic. Okay.
From that, sir, I think you can just only use one external geometry.
Okay,
And-
one external lang.
Yeah, yung end lang. Kasi parang end lang yung magagamit when you're sketching
Along deducting.
So after po nito, then naka-select na yung
And then, sir,
Geometry.
proceed to sketching again. Like yung poly trace the drawing.
Sorry.
Yeah, sir, yan, sketch 001. And then you can sketch from that na. Yan. You can just continue the sketch.
Yeah.
And then, sir, I think wala yatang external geometry on that side na line.
Dito?
Yes, parang wala siyang kinabi. Yeah.
You have to close it.
Yep.
Oh, so it's its own object eh. Ito mo, sketch 01.
So bali dapat sir nasa loob ito nung pad. Itong sketch.
They're not the same object, di ba?
Parang ano lang
They're the
siya, sir.
same body, but they're not the
Yeah.
same sub-object.
Okay. I didn't
Pwede mo din siya ipad separately, they're not the same. Hindi siya child.
And I think line doon sa connecting part. Meron pa. Or, sir, go back to sketch 001. And then I think connecting line sa
Ito,
rightmost.
dito.
Wala so hindi siya nagpapat.
Kailangan i-close.
Yep. Yan. So, and then close and then try to pad.
Which is,
Mhm.
yung,
Hmm. Okay.
And then sir, click pad. May lumabas na sir sa pad.
Oh, alam mo, si pad option is
ba't
available. Pero yung sketch, kamusta yung sketch? Are the point vertices okay?
lang, sir?
I think you
Yung
need
ano
the
nung line.
lines. You need the
Ah,
vertical lines.
yeah. Sir, external geometry na vertical line on that part.
Ito.
Mm.
Again. Saan ko
Sir,
ilalagay?
sir, delete muna yung line kanina na ginawa. Yung,
Okay. So, bali
kasi,
ito.
yeah. So, I guess hindi siya nagpa-pad because hindi siya tangent dun sa, object. Yan.
Parang yan, ganito.
Yeah. And then, sir, make sure na maglagay pa rin ng closing line kasi basically yung external geometry, it's like an imaginary line lang for guidance.
Hmm.
Oh, ano yung malabas?
Bakit? Ulitin ko po. Bale,
Sige.
itong na external geometry.
Bali sir, yan lang yung need na external geometry. And then the rest, you can delete na yung lahat ng external geometry dun sa right side.
Okay.
Sige, balikan natin siya. We'll go with Chris, you can fix it naman, no? You can fix it.
Yes, sir.
We can have another person try. Anyone
Yes,
volunteer?
sir.
Sige. Call this. James, kaya mo? Can you follow or ano? Or are you guys like, do you have other you came a bit late? Will you be able to do it? Sige. Dyan si... Ay, na-disconnect si Alisa. Kyle. Si Denzel. Denzel, kaya mo? Or may project kayo ngayon? Okay. Sige. Kyle? Can you hear us? Hello?
Anyone?
Sige.
Hello?
Ako. Buksan ko lang. Buksan ko lang yung file. Ano tawag mo dito? Let me close these other windows. Let me open it. Then get the download. Kasi naka-group na yung ano eh. Para sa yeah. Download. Sige, let's try that. Sige. Window FreeCAD, create new. Okay. Call this. Import natin. Import, so image, import,
Sir, yung ano po, second, ano,
yung second pala.
yes, sir.
Create an image plane, yeah, tama. Hindi import. XY, tama, XY kasi top view siya eh. Okay, XY siya. I press stop. Okay, I press stop and sorry Ayun. I press stop. I need to see a measurement na I can follow. Ano ginamit? This is 650. Ano po na measurement? 650 by 4. No. No, that's not it. Sorry, buksan ko lang ng... I have to open it in another window. Blurred masyado eh. Work files. Yun, kaka-download ko lang. Bakit malinaw dito? Sa isa. Wait wait. Sorry. Is that an 8? Is that a 10? That's a 10,000. 10,500?
10,000, I think, sir. That,
Wait, I'll open the other one. Sorry, di kaya ng old man eyes ko. All this, bakit ano? Why is it not clear? Data. Just, okay. I have the clearer copy. So yung 8,000, yung 8 meters is this one to this one? Tama
yes,
ba?
sir.
Okay. So scale image from this to this 8,000, 8 meters. Sorry, select image plane. So it should ano na because so when I do this, you have to, diba, quickly check. You don't assume na ano siya, diba?
Yes, sir.
Tama. So I go to sketch and then I draw a rectangle just for testing. XY, no? Wait, sorry. Mali. Forgot to... Sorry. So I use preferences to make mine different lang. Okay. I hate that. Di ko pa na figure out how to hide the... How do I hide this grid? It's in... Sorry, save ko lang. Save as 1028. So downloads. Sige. I have to go to preferences. I have to hide display ba yun? Yung is it not display? Sketcher, grid, show grid. Apply. Okay, sorry. Tinagal ko lang yung grid, di ko makita eh. And then so I need to check lang the okay. Parang mali. So how do I correct it kung mali yung ginawa ko? It's off by 44
Sir,
mm.
ano po, you can adjust the dimensions directly na. Just click yung 8044 and then,
Hmm. Okay.
sir, click escape first or close.
Sorry.
And then, yeah, double click yung dimension.
800. Okay, let's see if okay siya. I mean, yeah, it okay, it's close enough. Close enough, I guess. So next action is close ko to. So this sketch is just the ano yun? Close. Sketch, label, test. Then dito na ako. Gagawa ako ng isa pa, no?
Yes, sir.
Sketch XY. Ay, jumping in. Call this. Ito lang muna. Call this. Then, ano ko to? Ipapad ko to?
Close it and add.
Ay, sorry. Close and pad. Design. Part design. Create a new body. Ay, dapat gumawa ko ng body muna. Ay,
Yes, sir. Body and sketch.
mali. Nagkamali ako ng step. Delete ko lang to. Delete. Gumawa dapat ako ng body muna. Call this, make a body. Ayun. Then, call this, set a sketch.
And then choose planes. That's why.
Tama ba? Wait. Ay, mali. Body, then sketch, di ba? Body,
Yes, sir.
body origin. Sorry. Wait. Okay. Part design. Okay, I'm in part design. Create a body first. After creating a body,
Great sketch.
create a
Yeah.
sketch.
Choose plane. Or
Yeah, select a plane pala. I forgot to select a plane. XY. Okay. And then now that I've selected a plane, ayan. And then now that close ko siya, now that I have that, I can pad it. Then after, doesn't matter actually what the size is. Top. Then you proceeded to make the external geometry, di ba?
yes, sir. But sir, click the surface first and then create sketch before.
Kasi I'm doing its bottom first, di ba?
Yes, sir.
So create the surface and then
Create sketch.
create sketch. So XY plane. Tama. Dapat masanay ako sa ganyan. And then
External geometry, sir.
external geometry, sorry. External geometry is that this thing, no?
Yes, sir.
Create an edge link to external. What you're trying to do with the external geometry? You wanted to make the ducting or the main housing dito?
Basically,
Or the-
sir, lang. Parang lang siya, pang-connect lang between two. Parang you can make sure that the two objects are perfectly tangent to each other since you have
Okay.
a imaginary line.
So kunyari I can make like sorry. Okay, so I click this and then I click this, then the next item I'm gonna build is the ducting, something like that.
Sir,
Or
parang
the-
connection siya.
Sorry. Correction.
Connection.
Okay. So what should I build next?
Sir,
So,
select.
so sinelect ko to, yung face.
Sir, external geometry, sir, it can only be used for lines and points. No.
Okay. So sorry. So itong line.
Line.
Okay.
It's that line.
Okay. Okay. So now I can make the ducting here.
Yes, sir. And then you can use that external geometry as reference and to know then if your new sketch is in tangent with that first object.
So example would be this. Uh, naglalak horizontal. Uh, so this was what I think Chris was trying to do, right? So it's connecting. Do I need to close it or do
Sir.
it's considered closed na?
Hindi, kailangan pa rin, sir, it close kasi imaginary line lang yung ano.
So I can close it pa with these
That's, sir, hindi po yata siya mag-proceed.
okay, tama. So yeah, so closed na siya. Ay, tama ba? Kung closed na siya, orange, nag-orange siya. Or di ba orange is constraints?
Oh, yes.
Tama ba?
Pero, sir,
Or-
that can be padded pa rin naman if that's the case.
Okay,
Pero,
sige.
Who else?
Call this ano yan? Leave sketch. And then
And close, sir, and then
ano ba yan? Leave
close
sketch.
and then pad.
Wait Leave sketch. Close. Or
Sir, you can go back po sa sketch under the model combo view.
mali yung what happened to my other sketch? Ayun, si sketch 2. Si sketch 2 I can pad. Ay, mali. Nawala. Sorry.
Sir,
Cancel.
click reverse. Ay, sketch.
Si sketch 2. What happened to sketch 2? My redundant.
Sir, you can auto-remove the lines. Auto-remove and then update.
Yeah, it's okay. That's ano lang. Ito just quick lang. It's just to demonstrate. What you call this? Okay, so close na siya. Redundant constraints 14. Number 14. Saan si 14? Tatanggalin ko si redundant constraint. Deactivate.
Sir, meron pong auto-remove sa taas. Yung, auto-remove.
Okay, so close.
Yes.
And then, ayun. Padding gumana na. Okay, so that's the next object. So, and then of course you build it up section by section.
Yes, sir. Although, sir, it can be done naman as one, pero yata ipakita in detail kapag isahang sketch.
Okay. Anyone can try? Sorry, Chris, na-solve mo?
Sir, ganun pa din. Inulit ko po, sir. And na-try ko pong para maayos.
Sige, we'll have our own session na lang. Let's have it, let's have a session next week. Tayo lang. Just catch up lang. Compare notes. Ivan, you have another call this? You have another part of the lesson?
Yes, sir. Additive and subtractive law.
Okay, I'll stop sharing na.
Kaya gumana.
Okay. Okay, sir. Now I'm demonstrating how to create additive blocks. So in this case, let's say we want to replicate this cabinet handle. So you can take a screenshot if you want. So let's try to replicate this one using the additive loft. So the very first thing to do is go to the, as usual, the part design, and then we create body, and then we create sketch. So in this case, I want the base to be the XY plane. So I'll select this one, and then I'm gonna be using a draw slot. So make sure that it's located in the origin, and then let's say we want the dimensions to be, let's say this is 5, and then this 2 should be 10. Okay, we click close. So this is the first base of our handle. Again, this is our handle. So the next one is we want to create a shape on this part of the handle, like the middle point. So in that case, we just need to use a datum plane again, and then we want this plane to be perpendicular to this sketch. Since if we can see in this in this model, this is the base, the slot, and then you must draw a circle perpendicular to it in this uh, area. So to do that, we just need to rotate this plane 90 degrees along the y-axis. The y-axis is this green line. So we just need to adjust this plane around y-axis to 90 degrees. Okay, so it adjusts. And then we want this to be adjusted in the x direction, let's say 50 millimeters. Okay, so now here's our plane. So we click OK. So next, we want to draw in this plane. So we just need to click this one and then create sketch. So in this sketch, we just need to draw a small circle. So let's say here's the circle, and then we'll give a dimension of 3 millimeters and a horizontal constraint distance of, let's say, 15. We click close. So now as you can see, here's our two shapes. So again, if you're not comfortable working with datum planes, you can just hide it for simplicity purposes. So after this, we need to create body again. We need to click body again and create sketch. So we just need to select the XY plane again. And then we need to create another slot. So this slot, we just need to use the same dimensions. So this is 5. And this is and then we want these 2 points, the distance between 90 millimeters. We press close. So now, so if you compare this to two sides, so we can already see that we have two bases and one meet up point. So from here, from our sketch, we can imagine if we use additive loft, then it can replicate this uh, cabinet handle. So to do that, we just need to click the additive loft one. So don't mind that. Additive loft, and then select first add section. So it automatically highlights this sketch. And then after clicking the add section, you just need to click the next point, this one, and then you click add section again. So, and then you can just click this part. So as you can see, we've already replicated the shape of the handle. So that's the default of this, I know, of this additive loft. But if you check this road surface, so it become just straight lines, but in default it's curved lines. So we click OK. So let's say we want this. So let's say that we want to put a pocket here. So just select the surface and then click sketch. So here we can draw a circle. On the other side, we want to access a center line here. So we just need to use external geometry. So from this external geometry, I can use these 2 points as basis for the center of my circle. So I just need to draw a circle here, and then I just need to constrain these 2 points with a vertical constraint. So we just need to adjust the radius. It should be 3. It should also be 3. Then we click close, and then we pocket it. So basically that's it. This is a simple 3D model of a cabinet handle. So this is for FreeCAD. This is for the additive loft. So what if we use a subtractive loft? So we click OK. So again, these icons that I'm pointing, these are the additive ones. So they are in yellow. And then the subtractive icons, they are in red or blue. So let's say we create a new file. So how about the subtractive loft? So in subtractive loft, so let's say we want to put just a default box. So just click this one, create an additive primitive. So this creates a default box with the dimensions of 10 by 10 by 10. So from that, we just need to select the XY plane, and then we click OK. So after that, we just need to sketch on the surface. Let's say this surface, and then we click sketch again. So let's say we want an octagon. So use this one. Again, we can also use a datum plane, because in this case we want to draw inside the box. So we just need to use the datum plane, and again we just need to adjust this plane in the z direction. So you can see in the direction here at the lower right. So this should be adjusted in z direction. So since the dimension of this box are 10 by 10 by 10, so we just need to adjust this plane in z direction at negative 5 millimeters. So it's in the middle. So let's click OK. Then, so if we sketch in this plane, so it's really hard to see our sketch if our object is not transparent. So we can make our object transparent by just right clicking this body, and then we click the appearance, and then from the appearance you can just adjust the transparency.
That's convenient.
You click close. Okay, so now we can already see the inside of the box. So now we can sketch. We just click the plane, and then we create sketch. So let's say we want to draw a centered rectangle in the middle, and then press close. So now we can already see our sketch inside.
Mm.
So and then the next thing, so how do we really apply the subtractive? So subtractive bluff is this icon. So just click the sketch in the combo view, sketch, and then click the subtractive bluff. So don't mind that. And then we need to hide this plane first. And for us to select the sketch inside, we also need to hide the cube. So just click any of those sides and then click the space bar. And then again, we click first the add section. And then after clicking the add section, it highlights the sketch that we selected. And then after that, we just need to click this other sketch. And then okay. So now here's our subtractive loft.
Mm.
So in this case, so you can you can just, let's say you want to pocket this one, or
Mm.
let's say you want to edit this square. So you can go back to subtractive loft and then go to sketch 001, and then let's say you want to delete this, and then we want it to be a circle. So if you press close, so it automatically updates. And then you can also pocket this one. Yeah. So sir, that's basically it. So that's the difference between the subtractive and additive loft. So this the additive loft. So so we created this by just drawing three different shapes.
Mm.
So these shapes are being connected to one another using the additive loft. So just make sure to properly use the datum plane. That's very important when you're sketching in different planes or surfaces here in FreeCAD. So as for the subtractive loft, so the process is kind of the same. So just utilize the datum plane properly. So just make sure that the dimensions are or the distances are correct. So just you must make sure that you are also aware of the directions, like the datum plane should be rotated along the y-axis or the z-axis. So
Mm.
so it's in this case you just need to analyze or just imagine how the objects must be sketched before you can pad it or before you can use other tools.
Mm. Mm.
Sir, basically that's it, sir, for this.
For this meeting or session.
Okay, thanks. Ivan, yeah. So we won't have any meetings next week because of the holidays.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
then we'll meet again on on November 8th. November 8th, man. November 8 na tayo. So if you can't make it, of course, decline and keep us aware. Uh, yeah, what's the status of the Denzel? Has Alisa coordinated with you regarding her outputs, the design, the furniture that she's supposed to design?
Andito sir, sa tabi ko po. Wait lang. Nag-contact na ba kayo ni ano daw?
Alisa, binalikan ka ba ni Alisa?
Wait lang po sir, andito kasi sa tabi ko.
Okay, okay.
Hello po, sir. Ano, Sir Justin? Yung
Ay, ay, ay.
sa, ano, sa mini conference table.
Oh, nakita ko yung picture.
Ayan po. Pero si Alisa po, wala pa naman siyang additional questions sa akin.
Okay.
Wala pa ako na.
Sige, I'll follow up on her na lang regarding any challenges sa ano. So yung goal is yung mezzanine as built with FreeCAD so that we can test the way we use it for furniture, and then uh, for for uh, call this anyway. Sige, I'll follow up on her na lang, Denzel. Yung sa National University, nandiyan ba si Kyle at si James at si nandiyan ba? James, Kyle, and I thought there was another one. Si Rendell nandiyan. Okay. Are you guys how is the reconstruction of it from ng varnishing section? Ng sanding section, sorry. You said it'll take you like 3 days. I assume you have work, you have studies, so I'm assuming like is that 2 to 3 weeks from now, or what's the timeline? Can you hear us? Are you in class? Hello? Hello there. Okay. Sige, I'll just wait on an email from your status naman. Okay. So, Chris, coordinate with Ivan after the Holy Week. After the holiday week. Regarding sa I guess as-built muna, Ivan. As-built, and then we'll do and then tell me na lang if it's kung magkakain siya sa board preparations mo. Then we'll reschedule after your board if you're still available. So Chris, did you hear me? Coordinate na lang with
Yeah.
Ivan.
Yes, sir.
Any
Yes, sir.
information
Sir, yung
Yeah.
nung as-built po ng anong part, yung finishing
varnishing.
area o yung varnishing area?
Varnishing.
Varnishing area.
Varnishing at
Sige, sir.
So, create an as-built, and then now that meron ng as-built, and since marunong ka namang mag-edit nun, Chris, pwede mo siyang iurong at bawasan yung mga elements. You can remove the elements that Sir Ray wants changed. Since you would have the file, all this. And then, of course, we'll present that during our infrastructure project planning for the plant. Is that okay?
Sige, sir. Gagawa ko na lang po ng ano yan.
Coordinate na lang kasi probably he'll need more pictures and updates, and then yung hindi ko masabi is yung wala tayong ano tawag mo dito? Elevation, puro top view. We have some elevation pala. It's just that I guess you have to work with Ivan to make sure na correct. Yung ginawa ni Carrier kasi is purely top view, wala siyang elevation. So
Top view.
wala eh.
So, bali, sir, ang gagawin ko is top view to whole
I'll work with you'll probably do hand sketches of what it will look like in elevation.
Yes, sir.
Working with Sir Ray. Kasi remember, okay, so we're being charged almost 400,000 for the structural of the for the structural of the HVAC, and yung gusto ko manyari, what I want will happen is since we already know all the ducting, and of course si Sir Ray, si Vilmer, there we have all these people who can just sketch the metal structures needed to support the ducting, and we have metal fabrication in the plant, so it's what will happen is they'll just say ano bang dapat na presyo, what is the correct price for this, since we are a metal fabrication company also. So they will see the ducting, they will tell, they can guess the weight, and they will guess how thick and how much support structures there'll be. And interesting is that really naman it's call this expert judgment naman talaga to eh, yung lalagay nilang recommend nila. It's probably going to be a hand sketch of what's needed, and then given the state of we're going to show those drawings to our bidders, and then they will see if they're going if really the cost for such structures is really 300,000. Since we also carry those same bars of metal, we also carry all those structural metal for our own purposes for furniture making. If it's really truly the price that they quote. So ayun. Chris, so gets naman Chris, no? In the end of the day, magda-drawing sila sa'yo, isa-scan ba yung drawing and then you share it with us, di ba?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hihingi na lang po muna ako ng design dun sa mga sa kanila.
Oh yeah.
Before-
Work with Jason to print out some of it for them, etc. Anyway, we'll have the 3D model of the ducting, and that will be like, you can share it to them. There's a large TV there. You can present sa plant naman to show, and then they can like si William, all the Sir Ray can all sketch it naman eh. They're all engineers. They can bahala. We are in charge of making it like presentable and modeled in 3D. That way, remember the models that we have, since they're not confidential. They're not confidential information. They will be used by future OJTs as sample files for their training of FreeCAD in the company. So it will be very important that we have a library of files, because as you saw the techniques that was employed for FreeCAD, we don't have those techniques, the ability to loft those shapes. And before, in the early 1990s, when our company was founded, it was, we would do that. Those are handmade, but now we can now draw it, and not just draw it, it's in 3D na. And the milling machines, the routing machines that we have can make that. It's just the ability to do that means that we will not need to do hand versions of those. We won't do it by hand. We will have our milling machines, our 3-axis, 4-axis routers make that in the future, and thus the product line of Corner Steel will expand, and we can offer more to our clients and etc. So this is that's why the files are important. The training is important. We're using very old, outdated CAD files, and it's very important that we get masanayan gamitin yung software na to. Okay. Ayun. Sorry Chris. Parang I had to get backwards context kasi why it's important. Okay. So I guess next ano na tayo? Next Tuesday na tayo. Any other questions? Okay. Okay. Thank you, Ivan, for the training. It's
Thanks, Ivan.
yeah. Oh yeah, Nico. Yeah.
Oh no. Thanks, Ivan. It's good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah. So yeah, Nico's documenting it. By the time the training is over, Nico, you can consolidate it. The videos are shared naman.
Yeah. I have to rewatch the other one.
Yeah. Ayan. You can watch it at 2 times speed. So I guess that's it, guys. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Ivan, and thank you for participating, and you guys, Chris, and call this PDTD. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, sir.
Sige. Ingat.
Bye po.
Alright.
Thanks, Nico.
Bye-bye.
Okay.